my name is Merrick Ellum, and welcome to day 29 of the 60 and 60 challenge. I know, it's crazy, only one day left until that crucial halfway 30-day mark. It's insane. Can't believe we've been at it for this long. I'd like to oh, wait a minute, if you don't know what the 60 and 60 challenge is, I'm kind of just celebrating for no reason. So, for the uninitiated, for the unenlightened, the 60 and 60 challenge is essentially me petitioning for you guys and for both of us, essentially, to just try and write 60 scripts over the course of 60 days, so 2 months, script every single day throughout the end of February. It's a good time, it's a party, it's great. But, you know, you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, I actually don't like writing, and that's not really my jam. So, what do I do? What do you want from me, Merrick? Well, believe it or not, I have a contingency plan, and that plan is essentially you doing whatever you want in place of doing scripts, because the only reason I'm doing scripts is because I think that that's what's going to suit me the most. For you, it could be something completely different. Just out there. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even think of that. It could be you trying 60 new hair products every single day. What's better, peanut butter or pomade? Probably pomade. Or it could be you trying 60 new foo-foo coffee drinks at Starbucks. I don't know. I don't know you. I'm not you. But whatever you think is going to help you the most might be a little bit more in-depth than just trying new things like coffee drinks. But, you know, that's okay. It's whatever. It's up to you. It's not my prerogative. It's your prerogative, and that's what makes this so special. It's amazing. It's a great time. So, with that out of the way, let's get into things, huh? So, while it's true that we only have 1 day left until that 30-day mark, that crucial, amazing 30-day mark, when hopefully maybe I'll put out like a type of reflection or something. Who knows? Probably not. Maybe I'll write an article of some kind. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Then people would have a reason to go on my website. But although we are only 1 day away from that, this is also the very first day of a little mini challenge within our challenge, a little 5-day mini challenge within our challenge, and that challenge is Ideas from a Hat. Week of Ideas from a Hat. That's right. We got 7 days of Ideas from a Hat. That's pretty insane. Even for me, it's pretty crazy. It's gonna be awesome. But, you know, it's not like a continuous narrative or anything. But it's still pretty cool. So every day, you know, I'm picking out words from a hat, and we still got some of those modifiers on top of things. So for today, let's take a look and see what exactly we are trying to shoot for. So that's right. It's just the standard Ideas from a Hat. Tomorrow we got some interesting modifiers lumped on top of it though. But you got to start things off kind of casual, you know, for the casual viewer like you. So, oh my God, these videos just get more and more belligerent as time goes on. Oh wow, all right. I figured this type of thing would happen, where they just would spiral out of control and devolve into madness. But so I'm kind of glad, you know. I was expecting it. But what did I choose? What were our words? What were our words for the first day of this mini challenge? Well, drum roll, please. Our words for the first day of the little mini boy challenge, Ideas from a Hat, were Percussive Daylight. That's right, folks. It's a great time. It's a party. I picked 2 words right off the bat because sometimes I like to do that. Like, I'll pick one and I'm like, that's kind of a neat thing to go off of, but I'd also like to grab some more stuff, you know? I'd like to have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you put them together and you got a tasty treat. It's double of fun. W of fun. You get 2 for the price of 1. That's what I always say. So it's a good time. I'm glad I picked out 2 words because Percussive Daylight was like kind of just exactly what I needed, and I was thinking about farms, right? So I thought, Percussive Daylight Farm. So the daylight got a little bit like muddled, so I was like, okay, well, it's going to take place during the daytime, and I wanted this to take place on a farm. What's percussive? What would be percussive? And I was like, okay, well, maybe they're in the Midwest and they've got some stuff going on, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, you know what's percussive? Mountains shooting out of the ground of your infertile land. That's right. So I decided, here, let me give you a better descriptor of what the plot for this is. I started writing these log lines for these so I could maybe kind of condense these videos a little bit so I could give you a better sense as well of what my ideas are for these. So for Percussive Daylight, oh man, eating 2 pieces of paper instead of 1 is not, it's not better, that's for sure. Okay. When an expanding mass of caves and mountain erupt from the infertile ground of a southern farm, a family must decide whether or not to capitalize on their local fame or risk unearthing what lies beneath the tunnels. Now, I don't want to spoil exactly what lies beneath the tunnels, partially because I actually have not finished this script yet. Truth be told, it is very long, and it's just getting a little bit out of hand, so I kind of had to move on because it's not going to be within that 10-minute mark. It's going to be, if it's even a short film, it would be a lot closer to like 30 minutes, which is not necessarily what I want to be doing for this challenge. So I decided I'm just going to move on. But it's a great time. I'm glad I wrote these log lines out for it though too, because it helps kind of establish sort of a formula for not necessarily a formula, more of a blueprint for where you want to take the script, right? So even though the script isn't finished and I've expanded it a little bit, I know where I want to take it, right? So I'm not just kind of writing blind, which is always fun as well. You know, this is a good exercise in that. This whole challenge is a great exercise in just kind of writing and letting your mind flow, that type of thing. But it also helps to have a kind of sense of where you're going, which is one of the reasons we even did the mini challenge within the challenge. You know, the picking out words from a hat can be immensely helpful. Another helpful thing that I've learned is if you go to the random article page on Wikipedia, you'll get a lot of interesting stuff. That's why I was thinking of farms, because I was sorting through those random pages on Wikipedia and I saw an article about this farm in the 1800s, and I was like, that's great. I want to set this on a farm. Whatever the words are that I pick, I want to set it on a farm. But so, oh my god, are my teeth? Oh nope, they're just yellow like normal. Sorry, I had to take a break there to get resituated with the mass of paper still in my mouth. I swear I'm not spitting it out. I never do. I always eat them, but sometimes it takes me a second because they get kind of hard to swallow, because you know they're paper with ink on them that I printed. They're not meant to. I just ate the first one as a one. Anyway, I think that is essentially going to wrap it up for us today. This didn't have to be within our means, so I didn't write it within my means. I wrote it well outside. Sorry, paper gives me indigestion. I wrote it well outside of my means, like mountains erupting from the ground of a huge farm, and it's about a family there in a local town. Like, I don't have the budget for any of that stuff, so I'm glad I've been able to kind of sort of think outside the box for some of these things. Hopefully I don't get too wrapped up in it and like spiral out of control and have the inability to write for things that are within my means again, but I don't think that that's going to be the case because I have to do it every other day, so it's fine. It's great. It's time. Anyway, if you're doing the 1660 challenge at home, that's fantastic. Keep up the good work. And if you haven't started yet, there's no point in which it's going to be too late to jump in. 30-day mark is a great spot to jump in, because then you're exactly 30 days behind. And you can get exactly 30 days ahead, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but whatever. What I'm saying is these videos are here forever. If you, a year from now, come back and you're like, you know what? I want to do the 1660 challenge. I feel like writing like a cool boy. Then come back and do it. Or if you feel like doing something else, then you know I feel like doing 60 different types of workouts. You know, and like that's up to you. That is up to you. But I do think it's never too late to jump in. But that doesn't mean like just shove it off until tomorrow. If you want to do this, you should do this right now. Jump in and do it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying wait a bunch of time, but I'm saying it's never too late to jump in, so you should do it right now if you haven't. And always feel free to share it with me using the hashtag 1660 challenge, or don't. It's whatever. I'm just hanging out. I like talking to you guys, so it's fine. All right, well, tune in tomorrow for day 2 of the little mini challenge of ideas from a hat, when it's going to be within my means again, and we'll see how that goes. Bye-bye.